And in those moments, it's so easy to question God, question your faith, question things. For me, that happened several years ago. I had a very, very difficult time. I got very, very sick. I was sick for 6 years. For 5 of those years, we had no idea what was causing it. I had been to every doctor. I had been to every specialist. Nobody could figure out what was wrong. Now, during that time, I felt a lot of frustration because I felt like God had called me into ministry. I felt like God had called me to finish college. But because I was so sick, I wasn't able to do those things. At that time, I was working full-time as a music minister in a church, and I had to resign from that position because I was just too sick. I just couldn't do it. I was passing out all the time. I just couldn't get out of bed. That's how sick I was. I was in school full-time, but because I was so sick, I couldn't go to my classes, I couldn't do my work, I couldn't do reading. So I had to pull out of school for 2.5 years before I could finish. Now, during this time, I had a lot of questions and doubt. I was saying things like, God, how could you call me to go do these things if you're not going to give me the strength and health to do it? Those were the kind of things that I was struggling with, I was wrestling with, because I knew the end goal, I knew where God was calling me to be, but I just couldn't see how we were going to get there. Now, during that time, as a musician, as a songwriter, that sort of thing, we kind of write our thoughts, our prayers into our music, right? So that's when I wrote this next music. This next song, and the verses just talk about the struggles that we have, the heartaches that we feel, the questions that we have, but the chorus just says this: our God is greater, our God is stronger, He knows the way, He knows the way. So this song is just called Our God is Greater. This life we struggle to look past the day. We wake up and say, just get through today. More and more I see, I'm afraid to be everything I know He's called me to be. Our God is greater, our God is stronger, and He knows the way. Our God is greater, our God is stronger, He knows the way, He knows the way. He knows the way. We know the God above that looks down with love, and still we think we know the only way. The thoughts in my head that come from down and dread, and gotta let these go, 'cause you know the way. Yeah, you know the way. Our God is greater, our God is stronger, and He knows the way. Our God is greater, our God is stronger, He knows the way, He knows the way, He knows the way. Though none go with me, still I will follow, I will follow. The world world behind me, the cross before me, I will follow. Though none go with me, still I will follow. I will follow. The world behind me, the cross before me, I will follow. Our God is greater, our God is stronger, and He knows the way. Our God is greater, our God is stronger, and He knows the way. 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 He knows the way.
Amen.
You know, man, now it's 2:12. What have I done?
It's okay.
That's a little better. All right. Now listen, I have grown up with hymns. I've spent a lot of times with him. They're some of my favorite things, right? I don't know about you, but I mean, they kind of hold a special place in my heart. Some of my favorite hymns, songs like Come Thou Fount, especially that last chorus, right? Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it. Prone to leave the God